We were talking about it.
Yeah.
She said, "Good job" to me, like I was being like it sounded condescending. Anyway, number 3, 5 times 2 to the negative third. So exponents come first, right? So what is 2 to the third?
2 to the third. What's 2 times 2 times 2? So that'd be 16, right?
Nope.
No.
2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Times 2 is, ooh, that doesn't look very good on video. 16 or 8. And then what's 2 to the negative third though?
My brain's
Wait.
It's 1/8.
2 to the third is 8. 2 to the negative third is 1/8. So we got, I'm looking at 3a. That's where I'm at. So we got 5 times 1/8.
5/8.
Which is 5/8.
Can I check these in a calculator?
Yeah. 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Brady's time to shine. Okay. On B, parentheses comes first, so 5 times 2 is 10. You guys know what 10 to the third would be?
10 to the third would be 1,000, right?
So what's 10 to the negative third?
1 over 1,000.
1 over 1,000. Good job. Did that sound condescending?
No.
Good. All right. Number 5. What do we do? Uh-oh, Brady. We're in trouble on 5. Okay. What do we do with the exponents when it's a power to a power?
Add them.
No.
Subtract them.
Okay, maybe I
Multiply
should
them.
back up. I thought you guys would maybe remember this stuff, but
You
so
expect too much.
here's rule number 1. What's x squared times x cubed?
You add them to
X to the
fifth.
fifth.
X5.
What's x
Good job,
squared
Brady.
cubed?
X
Six.
squared plus X squared plus X
Okay.
squared.
Well, it's x squared times x squared times
Oh,
x
yeah.
squared, but it's also 2 times 3. So
Oh, so you multiply them when it's.
It can also
So it's X squared.
and then you
What's-
minus these, right?
yeah.
It's 2.
What if it was x4 over 6?
X negative 2.
Or if they say no negative exponents?
Or 1 over x.
Good job.
A big
I didn't know the x squared part.
I did
1
the-
You just
over.
flip it. Just flip it. Okay. So
So
5 is what then? 5a.
X to the negative.
X to the negative 2.
Negative 2 times negative 1.
Wait. X to the 2, right?
X squared, yeah. 5a is x squared. 5b is x to the negative 2 to the negative 1 to the 0. What would that be?
0.
Well, it'd be x to the 0, which is
just X.
anything to the 0 is 1.
Oh, that's right.
It's kind of because it's because if I did x to the 6 over x to the 6, that'd be x to the 0, right?
Squared. Yeah.
Which is like 1. Because anything divided by itself
It's 1.
is 1.
1.
It can't be done already.
I finished the first problem. I need to calculate.
First problem, try to graph it. That'll help you get the plug the x's in.
Oh yeah, is range the one that goes, or domain the one that is for the X?
Yeah. What are we doing? Oh yeah, so on B, anything to the 0 is always 1, so we didn't really need to look at that stuff in the middle. Anything to the 0 is 1. Number 7. Okay, everything in the parentheses is to the negative 1. So what is 3 to the negative 1?
Negative 3.
No.
I don't know.
3.
What's 3 to the negative 1?
Oh, 1 over 3.
1 over 3. And what is a to negative 1 to negative 1?
Wait, this is so A, right?
Yeah.
A.
Yeah, it's a to the 1, so it's just a. So you could put 1/3 a, or, you guys know another way to write that? 1/3 times a over 1.
A over 3.
A over 3. Let's see, what did the book put? No, they hid the answer for you. They put the a over 3. Alright, 7b. This is a mess. Okay, well, everything in parentheses is to the negative 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've just passed out.
So wouldn't the inside parentheses?
So that means when there's a plus or minus in there, you can't just do each thing to negative 1. It's the whole thing is to the negative 1. So all that parentheses needs to go to the denominator. Okay, what is a to the negative 1?
1 over A.
1 over a. Yeah, I don't believe they left it like this. No, they didn't. Of course not. If you're trying to add two fractions together, two things together, one's a fraction, what do you need to have?
Can it just be 3 over A?
Common denominator.
Okay, you're right. 3 over 1, 3 becomes 3 over 1. What's the common denominator between 1 and a?
Nothing.
What can they both turn into that's the same?
1A.
A. So what do I need to multiply this by to turn this into an a? If you multiply the bottom times a, you have to multiply the top times a. Yeah, so it's 3a plus 1 over a. This just got hard, didn't it? Okay,
Yeah, not gonna lie, that one didn't
Only
make
on
sense.
number 7.
hold on. It'll get easier here in a second. When you do 1 divided by 3a plus 1 over a, you guys remember how we divided fractions back in middle school?
Just cross them out.
We flipped it
I know.
and multiplied. So it's like 1 times, like this one basically flips, and then you multiply 1 times that. So 1 times that is just that. That's the answer. Like that one?
No.
Just got real, folks. So that would be, yeah, number 8. Is the hard
A
one.
over 3A plus 1.
Are you helping us with it?
Mm.
A over 3a plus 1.
You asked me later.
Yeah.
didn't you? Okay, number 9. 9 isn't actually that hard. What's 2 to the negative 2? Actually, on B, probably what I should have done on number 7b was put the parentheses together first and then did the negative 1.
That's my shit.
We'll do that on number 9. Number 9, what's 2 to the negative 2? It's my shoe. Shoe race.
2 to the negative 2 is 1 over 2.
We all just looked at you and
It's
were like,
like,
No!
you didn't eat the chili.
Okay,
look, I looked at the chili though, it didn't look disgusting.
what is 2 to the negative 2?
1 over 4.
Yay.
Good job, Brandon.
Didn't say negative 4.
Yeah.
We survived.
Wait, this is still 9.
What is 9/8? What is 2 to the negative 3? 1/8. Okay.
To the negative 1, we flip them back.
Well, let's simplify the parentheses first. I probably should have done this on 7, but it's probably been a lot easier.
Why would it not be easier to flip them back and then add them together?
Well, you can't flip them. When there's a plus between them, you can't just flip them both. If it was a times, you could just flip them both, but not with plus and minus. It doesn't work that way.
Common denominator is
A.
20.
Okay.
Oops. I was thinking big. What, 8?
All that's, so I just simplified the parentheses to 3/8, and that's into the negative 1, so what does that become?
8 thirds.
8/3.
Man, I'm on a roll.
Actually, that since those were all numbers, the calculator could have done that one. And B, wait,
Calculator.
B is kind of this. What's different on B? You guys see the difference?
No. Oh, it's times.
Times. So technically, we could flip them both individually on this one, but really, it's just what's one
So
fourth?
just 3 over 8.
What's
wait,
1/4 times 1/8?
32.
Yeah, multiplying is a lot easier fractions, right?
Yeah.
That's to the -1.
So that's just
32
32.
over 1. Oh, wait, yeah. 32. Idiot.
Negative 31 over 32.
No.
No?
Did you plug in 9B?
Yeah.
Did you hit times or did you hit plus?
8 times.
I don't know, you did something wrong. Number 11.
Oh, I know what, never mind. I know what I did wrong.
Okay, a to the -1, I'm just going to write that as 1 over a. And b to the -1 is 1 over b. I'm really kind of concerned about my video. It might work.
Did you make it white instead of blue?
Yeah. You having trouble seeing the blue?
Oh no, I was just trying
The
to think
video
about the
tag.
video.
I think it looks might be
I
okay.
like the blue though. Blinding.
Shiny.
Blinding.
Okay, how do I put those two together? What's common denominator between a and b?
A,
A, B.
AB.
B.
Whatever a times b is.
So you
It's kinda
multiply
like
one side by A and
if
one
we
side
had,
by
like,
B.
3 and 7, what do 3 and 7 go into? 3 times 7, 21. What do a and b go into?
AB.
A times b. So this one needs multiplied by a b,
Then I put a B.
and this one needs multiplied by an a.
So B minus
Say, right, so on the top is b minus a,
A over AB.
and the denominator, yes, stays the same.
Then you flip it.
Yeah, all that's to the -1, so it all gets flipped.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, we're in the big leagues now.
I don't know.
You got it?
Are we gonna
B.
go through this whole chapter?
Huh?
Did we not do this chapter?
No?
No, we didn't.
I don't remember any of this.
No, we only did like chapters 1 and 2, and then we jumped straight to trig.
Oh.
It scared me for a second. So this one is 1 over a times 1 over b, right? On 11b.
Yeah. Don't
So
we cross multiply? Right?
no,
I'm an idiot.
cross multiply is when you have two equal fractions. Like
Oh, that's right.
3 over x equals 2 over 9 or something, and then you cross multiply. So it's not two equal fractions, it's just two multiplied fractions. So top times top,
1
One.
over AB.
bottom times bottom,
Then I flip.
Then so it's just AB.
AB.
yeah, it flips and becomes AB.
This is weird.
Okay,
A
this is the stuff I like. It's got
Yeah.
money. It's got percentage
I like these
increase.
kinds of problems
I
too.
don't like.
Oh, Okay, there is a formula for exponential growth.
I remember doing
I
it.
forgot
Do
it,
you?
but I love this.
We did it this
Um,
year.
I don't remember what
Where we
letters
did
they
this.
use.
We did like word problems.
Well, let's put this version first. Okay. I'll forget that for now. Okay, the A stands for the initial amount you're starting. So let's do like an example of, let's say there were like 80,
Waters.
80 kids in high school.
Oh boy.
Okay, and the population of the high school increases 3% every year. So how do I make 80 go up by 3%?
You do
1 plus 0.03.
You could do 80 times 0.03,
Yeah.
and then just add that back to 80, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would give you 3% of 80, add that back to 80. Another way, an easier way, is if you multiply by 80 by 1, it gives you the 80. If you multiply 80 times 1 plus 0.03, that gives you the 80 plus whatever 3% of 80 is. So that increases the 80 by 3%. And
T stands for time.
T stands for like time, like how many years. Like
Intervals.
Yeah. Like, so in 3 years, this would tell you the population of high school.
Or if it's like, what's the one where it's like, it doesn't, like quarterly?
Compound interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that last year too, didn't we?
Isn't that when you put it right on
Wait,
the...
is that-
Compound
Yeah.
interest looks like this.
Yeah.
I don't think, I think that's next lesson maybe.
Did we already do that?
Yes, I
This
like
is
it.
algebra 2, not
Yeah, that was
No,
algebra
I
We
thought-
did it this year.
Yeah, we did.
We did it in like the first week.
Maybe
was
it came up
reviewed.
as a
A word problem.
word
I
problem.
think it did.
It was. I
We
remember
had it
that
on
now.
test.
Do you remember, Beth?
Did we have it on a test?
Yes.
Anything for first semester in and out, like.
Ask Josh.
Josh found it. All right, doesn't matter. We're still doing it. We have not done this chapter. I know that. Chapter 5.
450.
Okay, so on number 13, airplane ticket increases by 15%.
450.
The cost now $300. So 300
300 times 0.15.
is going to be our starting amount. Okay, 15% is what as a decimal?
0.15.
0.15.
0.15. So that's going in for the R. So my parentheses is going to be 1.15. And then,
It cost them 10 and 20 years.
yeah, so for 10 years, we need a 10 right there. And then for 20 years, we just need a 20. Now, we're talking about money, right? So where should we round our answer to?
The nearest hundredth.
Yeah, the 1 cent place, the 100th place.
Do you want us to do A and B for 10 and 20 years?
I don't care.
Mhm.
Just list the 2 answers. Actually, they rounded it to the nearest dollar, so let's just do that.
So
It's
1, 2,
not
1,
accurate.
4.
Yeah, 12. You should have got 12.14 for the first one. Bucks. If that really happened, like 10 years, the price of an airplane ticket went from $300 to $1,200. That would be pretty bad. That's why inflation is bad. You guys have probably heard everybody complaining about inflation recently.
Because it is bad.
Cause the price
Yeah,
is
because
so-
it's, well, I don't know, it's specifically Biden's fault, but he didn't help.
So is the second
It's
one
Biden's fault. He
10,
broke the economy.
4,910?
Huh?
We tried to stop him.
4,910 for the second?
Yeah, the second one should come out as 49.10. Okay, so that was 13. On 15, we're starting out with a $1 jar of mustard, and we want to increase it by 7%. So 1's the initial amount, increasing by 7%,
So 1.07.
right, multiplying by 7, and then we want that for 10 years, and then we want that after 20 years.
Are they making us round to the nearest dollar again? Because this is like small.
Like $2.
They rounded this to the cents place because these numbers are smaller.
Dang it.
I have my dumb question for the day.
Okay.
Why is it like 1.07 and like 1.15?
Okay, this one, the problem said 15% increase, so it's 15% more than 1 is what you just do. Here was my original. You do 1 plus whatever the
I
rate
didn't-
is.
I'm just
No, it's okay. You're farther removed from algebra 2 than these guys are.
We're also doing like moving the decimal stuff in chemistry.
In what class?
Chemistry.
Chem.
Yeah, but it's more like kilograms and stuff.
How's chemistry going for you guys?
hate it.
I did that.
It's not
I
as
just
bad
don't-
as I thought it was gonna
I
be.
just don't like chemistry,
We
so
made Kool-Aid today.
We
Yeah.
did make
Yeah,
Kool-Aid
that was
today,
cool.
sir.
that was pretty good.
That was pretty cool.
You're fired.
Thank you, Bethany, for laughing.
That's a will joke.
Thank you. In honor of Will.
Will is the king of puns.
In PE, the chef D brought a deer skull, and he said, "Oh dear." That's what Will said.
It's so funny, Brady.
I was dying laughing.
It's not even Greg has it.
The way he
Not
said
Drew,
it.
Will, sorry, no.
Is the decay rate I think just is subtracted by?
Is this gonna be a different formula?
Did I tell you guys the cross-eyed thing?
It
Yes.
depends.
From Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
What
Wait,
is
what?
it?
Right as I saw that, I was like, okay, I need to tell that one to Will. I used to have a girlfriend who was cross-eyed, but we had to break it off because we didn't see eye to eye.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys done with that one? What'd you get for the first one?
$1.97.
$1.97 and the second one I got a
$3.87.
3.87. That's not including tax.
I
That's
have a
actually
question.
too bad.
I'm like, on number 6,
No,
I'm sorry, but it's 2x to the negative third times x to the negative fourth. Do I turn the 2 to a 1/8? Or can it be like 2x to the 12?
It's 1/8
X
times
to the
x to the 12, so it's x to the 12th over
Can you
8.
believe this?
12. Got it.
that.
Okay, number 17. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have answered that.
Don't like it?
Okay, do you guys see what's different on the second box?
It's decay rate.
It's decay rate.
Isn't it decay if it's subtracting the?
Right.
Yes.
So instead of adding that percentage to 1, we're going to subtract that percentage from 1.
Oh.
Because it's going down 25%. So the initial value is $65,000.
Yeah, we definitely did this year because I made fun of Brady stocks when we did this.
I remember.
When did we do this? I don't know.
I remember
this
was
last
Okay,
No, I would have made fun of
so
Brady
on
stocks.
17 it's supposed to drop 25%. So basically we're doing 1 minus
Why?
0.25, which makes it
Probably. Also, because like you didn't talk about this much.
0.75. And then are we doing 10 and 20 again? 3 and 6 are the years. So the first one is 3. And the second one is 6.
Oh, that's not good.
27,421.88.
That's probably big enough. We can just do 422.
For my own personal reasons, I'm gonna put them in it.
Makes sense.
It just doesn't make any sense not to.
Oh my gosh. You guys are bad. You're being naughty today.
That is awful. These are Brady's stocks. If you look at these are the exact
Hey.
percentages.
Hey,
Macy's.
We went from 65 to 11. Oof.
Okay, how about this one? What'd you guys get in the second one?
11,569. I got 196,666 pesos.
Oh.
That's definitely wrong.
Is that
Matthew's
actually
wrong.
amount?
Conversion
Yeah,
rate.
you did convert. What's the conversion rate? I'm not gonna tell you. You just send money. What?
Number 19, the original amount is $1. We're supposed to drop that by 6%.
Wow.
So if we're dropping it by 6%, what am I multiplying by?
Point.
0.06.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta do 1 minus 0.06.
Right. Right. If it drops 6%, then it's going to be 94% of what it was each year.
Wait, where'd you get the .9?
See, now this is stuff
One
I actually
Oh,
don't
I was
wanna
like-
do.
6%.
Yeah, I love this
Wait,
stuff.
hold on.
Yeah, this is fine. We need to do more of this.
Probably because we've done it before, so it's easy for you guys.
Where'd you
Oh, it
get
was
the
easy the first
.94?
time.
On 18, I did 10 years.
Where'd you get the .94? It's $1 for 6%.
1 minus 6%.
Oh, right. It's like
Dang, that's really not good.
Well, then why didn't you
Brady,
use
what's inflation this
200,000
year?
as the thing?
You know?
I'm on number 19.
Yeah.
Not, you're on, it's
Oh,
18.
wait, why am I?
Nevaeh's probably in 22.
Probably.
He finished number 2. That's what Drew's gonna come in here and say.
Did you finish number 2? Am I gonna? No. There's a test.
You didn't finish number 2?
No, I just gave her one whole thing. Am I gonna ask why the lights are off, or is that just something unspoken?
That's fucking.
I don't know.
Because Brady farted and
Were we
so turn
morning
off the
before?
lights.
Where's my shoe?
Yeah, you literally said it
Brady.
smells like
The
chili.
calculations I was doing.
Brady's shoe has digestive issues.
Yeah.
With chili that he didn't even eat.
Just looking at that chili. What do you think, Ray? What?
What should we run? Just
wait,
point
wait,
six
Oh,
nine.
am I gonna go ahead?
Yeah, this would be a good
Yes.
one to round to the
It's still money, right?
cents place. Yeah, we're still talking about money.
So 0.83 and then 0.69.
Yeah. 83 cents and 69
You guys know
cents.
what's going on?
Okay, on 20, well, this is mostly review. There is a few trickier ones like 7 through 12. But
1 through 1. Oh no, not this again. Why can't we just keep doing
Why don't
this?
let's try whiteboard. How about whoa.
Where's
I
my
can't even
eyes?
look at
Please
that.
go back to dark.
Turn those lights off.
All right, what color do we want?
Orange, orange.
Red, not orange.
I want to
Red.
no, I want
Red
to
looks
see the
like
orange.
a-
Yeah, red's something. Wait, I want to see the orange.
No.
No one likes
Orange doesn't look very good on this board for some reason. They don't have a bright orange. 21. So that first parentheses is being cubed. So we should do that for exponents first. So what's 3 cubed?
The red is interesting.
9.
That's what
No, no,
it
no,
is
no.
to- Yeah.
3 times 3 is 9.
No.
36.
No,
Wait, 3 times 3 is 9. And then 9 times 9 is
9 times 3.
9 times 3 is
27.
27.
A to the,
Negative 6.
yeah.
For some reason my eyes don't like. Yeah, I'm like.
For some reason,
The red especially looks really different. When you're looking right on it, it looks really bright, and then when you're over to the side, it's like dark. Can you see very well?
I definitely like the lights off because there's no glare anymore,
Yeah.
but the red is like messy.
Okay, we'll do white.
It's fine though, I don't really care.
Ah, Bethany, jeez.
I just don't really care.
Okay, and then the rest of the problem said 3a to the 5th. Oh.
Ew, I hate that. It just switches.
Okay, 27 times 3
This is so awful.
is really hurting your OCD. 27
Yes.
times 3 is 81.
What is this?
And what's a to 21? A to the negative
But 21
6.
doesn't have an equal 27 a to the negative 6.
No, 27
That was
is what the
parentheses.
problem. Yeah.
What's that?
What?
That part.
Well, it's a to the
was
negative
part of the
6
problem.
times a to the 5th.
Where'd you get 27?
Yeah, where'd you get 27?
27. 3
There, you
times
guys were doing your
3
Greek
is
letter.
9. 9 times 3 is 27.
Oh, okay.
3 cubed is 27.
Yeah, negative 6 plus 5, right? Negative 1. They did not put negative exponents, so instead of a to the negative 1, we'll just put a on the bottom.
Nevaeh, maybe you would have known that if you weren't doing number 30.
Wait, why would A be on the bottom? When are you gonna go in?
Negative 6 plus 5
probably do it.
is negative 1.
I thought I meant that.
Right, which is the same thing as 1 over a.
Oh,
So 81 times
going to 30.
1 over a is just 81
My
over a.
brain's so out of
The
tune.
a is just on the bottom.
Our closer we get into an escape from together.
The 81 is not have a negative exponent, so it just stays on top. Like a normal number, 7 for example, is automatically on top. But if you flip it, it goes bottom. Okay. Alright.
Wait, so the answer to that one was a negative 1 equals 1a.
No, you did.
Whenever a is the answer.
81 over 8.
Was it your sheet?
Okay, 23. So we have the first parentheses, 3 to the negative 1 is like 3 on the bottom. And then n squared to the negative 1 is like what?
In
Wait, what?
N squared, I'm looking at the first parentheses. N squared to the negative 1 is what?
n squared over
Just
n.
n.
No,
Is it
1
n?
over n squared.
Yeah, it's 1 over n squared, or just n squared on the bottom. Put 1 up there. So that's the first parentheses.
Nice.
The second parentheses is 3 to the 7th. Yikes. Okay. That's a really big number, so they just, actually, they left this in exponential form. They did not simplify it.
2187.
And then n to the second
Excuse me.
to the 7th is what?
And then line.
No, 14. Into the 14th. Yeah, you kind of missed our review. Into the 14th. So when you multiply two fractions together, everything on top just gets multiplied together, and then the bottom gets multiplied together. So it's kind of like one big fraction. So what's 3 to the 7th divided by 3?
No.
1.
3 to the 7th divided by 3.
Oh, wait. Come on. Oh, 9 to the 6th?
3 to the
Or
6th.
2 to the 6th. It's like. Oh,
Okay,
wait,
it's
wait.
just 7 minus 1. And what's into the 14th divided by into the 2?
And
And
to
then
the
12.
12th.
Yeah, remember you don't divide exponents on division. When it's n divided by n, you subtract the exponent. That's all. They didn't simplify 3 to the 6 because it's really big. Alright. 20, last one.
No, 2 more. This one and then 1 more.
No, we're going to
We're going
26.
26.
Oh.
Okay, so the top is 2 squared. So that's just, I'll just change that to a 4. And then a to the negative 1 squared, what would that be?
Back to the negative 2.
A to the negative 2, I'll just leave that one for now. And then on the bottom, it's 2 to the negative 2. What would that be?
Negative 4. Oh,
No.
wait, no, it would be
4 on the top or bottom?
top.
Top. Because it's 4, it's basically 4 to the negative 1 on the bottom, so it's,
Why didn't we put a to the negative 2 on the bottom?
we could have, you mean put a to the 2 on the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could have. I'll do that. It'll come out the same way.
Wait,
either way.
why did we do that?
Because it was a negative.
It's because this is not the final answer, I'm just kind of working my way there. And then the bottom also has a to the negative 1 to the negative 2. So what's a to the negative 1 to the negative 2?
I'm done answering.
A second, yeah. So there's another A2 down here. So what's on the top?
4 times 4, so 16.
16. What's on
Over
the
a
bottom?
to the 4th. Wow.
It's not so bad, is it?
No, it's just
It's
math.
not hard, it's just like busy work.
Yeah, I like how it's like actually math though, you know? Sometimes it's like one
Yeah.
Sometimes